A prestigious Harvard University housing research group is offering a gloomy assessment of the nation's real estate markets, saying any life in home sales is coming from temporary first-time buyer tax credits, also distressed foreclosure sales, and low mortgage rates. But mortgage rates have been rising in the last month, and that got us thinking. Will those rising rates delay a rebound, or will they actually spur them? Let's ask Dolly Lenz, Vice Chairman of Prudential, Douglas Elliman. We also have Scott Stern, CEO and founder of Lenders One. Dolly, this is my theory, okay? Rising rates will actually cause buyers to come into the market because they're going to believe that a bottom in rates have been put in, and it's time to jump in. They better get on it. My own home is for sale. All of a sudden, we have a bunch of people coming to look, offers. I think this is actually going to get the market going. What do you think?
I totally agree with you. I see buyers coming in, making bids, trying to secure financing, getting pre-qualified, doing everything they have to do to jump in. It absolutely is spurring the market. Right now, though, however long term, I think will have the opposite effect.
Right. Obviously, I mean, if rates go too high, obviously, that's going to choke off any sales that we're seeing. Scott, what do you think about those rates? Where are they heading from here?
I think the good news is that rates are still historically low, even now in the mid-fives. However, I would disagree with one of your points. Higher interest rates do contract the homebuyer population. In fact, a 1% rise in rates increases the cost of home ownership by $160 a month on a $200,000 purchase.
Which is why they'd get in before it goes even higher.
Well, I actually would agree with you there. However, low rates have caused a stimulus in the home buying market and the refinance market, and rising rates will be psychologically negatively impactful to consumers who are looking to buy.
Except in the short term.
Just factually, let me make this point, Dolly. Yes, mortgage rates jumped up on the back of Treasury rates jumping up, but you know what? They both come back down. The long-term quote on the 30-year mortgage is now 540 and change. It got as high as 570. It actually dropped a lot last week. Are we making too much of this? I mean, this issue hinges on economic recovery. You either buy into it or you don't. I don't know. The mortgage thing just sounds like an obsession by pessimists who don't want to see anything good ever happen in our lifetime. Dolly Lenz.
Silence.
Sorry, Dolly Lenz. I mean, it's not that important, for God's sakes. Look, go back 25, 30 years, it's nothing. We're either going to recover or we're not. That's the point I'm making, Dolly.
We're either going to recover or we're not. That's absolutely correct. However, in the short term, people need a place to live. It's a buy or rent situation. And everybody's making that call day to day. It's amazing, but they really are watching this in real time.
So, all right, Scott, let me go back to you. What's your outlook on this story? I mean, you have seen nationwide a lot of price declines. I'm going to go in the worst states 40, 50%. Okay, fine. But we're also seeing a big pickup in sales at the lower prices, which kind of confirms Melissa's theory that markets work and expectations of interest rates also work. So how bad is this story? Is it getting worse materially? Is it stabilizing? Where do you come out on this?
Well, look, I think the good thing is low interest rates are kind of like chocolate without the cavities. They're great for consumers. As interest rates lowered and you had low house prices, borrowers and consumers said, now's a great time to buy. Whether they're buying a regular home or a foreclosed home to take inventory off the market, low interest rates spark consumers to get off their couch and buy.
No, I know, Scott, but I mean, we want to hear your prediction because you're a mortgage expert, and this is a question that people ask me every day. Where do you think mortgage rates are headed, the 30-year, over the next month, over the next 6 months? Are they going up a lot? Have we seen the bottom? Will they go back down? What do you bet is going to happen?
Personally, I think that there is some more bad news left in the economy, and unfortunately, bad news is good for interest rates. It tends to increase activity in the bond market, and it creates an interest rate policy by the government that is towards low rates. So I do think lower rates are probably in our future, but I'd remind people, even if rates stayed stable, they're still low by historical rates. But yes, I do think rates will go down in the next 6 months.
Dolly Lenz, if I want a home loan, if I want a mortgage, can I get one?
You can, but you have to do a lot of work in advance versus before you could just get one. So you better be prepared and go out there and do everything you need to do to be ready to buy.
But if I have a job, if I have a qualifying income,
and a down payment,
and I can make the down payment, I'm a real stickler on this down payment thing, but all that, can I get one? In other words, is the mortgage credit availability available? That's what I really want to know.
On conforming loans, yes, it is.
On conforming loans?
Yes.
What about big loans, gigantic loans, jumbo loans?
It's much more difficult. It is available, but there are all kinds of, stories involved in what you have to do to get prepared to do that.
All right, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank
Trish.
you.
Thank you.